Hey folks, my name is Pravus, and welcome to The Bazaar. This is an upcoming game that is currently in a closed beta that I have been playing off and on for the last couple of months, and I think this game has a tremendous amount of replayability and potential. Officially, this game markets itself as a hero builder, whatever you think that's going to mean. I've also heard people describe it as Hearthstone meets Slay the Spire, but I think that's misrepresenting the game just a bit. I think a more accurate description would be a roguelike auto-battler, something like a better version of backpack battles with the presentation and polish of a game like Hearthstone. Now, I know some people are going to hear the term auto-battler and immediately check out, because that genre kind of gets a bad rap, but trust me when I say, this is an auto-battler done right. In fact, it might be just one of the best I've ever played. But don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and jump directly into a game, and I'll show you how this works. In this version of the game, there are 3 different characters you can choose from, though there are some more planned. We have Vanessa, Pygmalion, and our friendly little robot, Dooley, who is actually my favorite character to play. But for this video, we're going to be playing with Vanessa. This is everyone's first starting character, and I think it's the easiest to understand for new players. Now, let me explain what you're looking at here. This is your hero, and this is your board. You're going to be filling up your board with items as you journey through the Bazaar. Some of these items are going to be obtained from merchants, some from defeating monsters, or others from various different events. But your goal is to build up a board of items that work really well together so that you can pit yourself against another player and their board and then see who comes out on top. If you can win 10 battles, you win the game. And there are a number of different items to pick from in this game, all of them doing very different things. You've got some weapons that do physical damage, you've also got healing and shield items, you've got poison and burn damage over time, slowing, freezing, hasting items, and then some that are literally just exist to supplement other items and kind of make them stronger side by side. Now, you'll understand, there's a lot of cool stuff, and almost every single item in this game has some sort of a secondary effect, which I think is really cool in the Bazaar, because it means that building up a board that plays well together is challenging, but very rewarding when it works. Now, as far as my starting items, I'm not thrilled with most of these. Switchblade would be good, but it's very slow. I'm not going to go for ambergris. Grenade can only be used once because it has only 1 ammo to it. I'm going to go for the barrel, but this might be dictating the direction this run is going to go. Gain some shield every 4 seconds, and then whenever you use a non-weapon item, this gains some extra shield. So it scales if I have lots of non-weapons. That'll be interesting. Now, when you complete a decision like we just did, you will complete 1 hour in a day. There are 6 hours in a day here in this world, and at the beginning of every hour, you'll be presented with some choices. So in this case, we could go to a merchant that sells weapons, we could have an event, or we could get some money, or, sometimes other free items. I'm going to go for the event because I happen to know that this is going to give me the option to get some extra gold and XP. My goal is to get to level 2 as quickly as is possible. Leveling up is very, very important in this game. Mainly because you will increase the size of your board so you can fit more items in the board. Also, you get some very powerful rewards which can change the nature of the game. So it's very, very good to do that as soon as you can. Now, halfway through the day, you are going to have to fight a monster. This is a PvE portion of the game. It is always the same in that every monster has the same layout, the same setup, and you can get various different rewards, like some extra money, some XP, and then one of the items that these bosses are containing. At the end of the day, that's when you fight another player. So there's a mix of PvE and PvP. I'm going to fight against the Pyro. The Pyro is mostly for burn items. I might be able to get the lighter, which is a non-weapon tool that does do some damage and could enable some interesting stuff in this game, but we will see what happens. Now, I'm hands-off right now. This is where the auto-battler aspect of the game comes into play. You can see the cooldown that is burning for every one of these items, and then they take whatever their special effect is supposed to be, so that's what's happening here. If a fight is a stalemate, though, and it looks like no one has won within about a minute or so, a sandstorm is going to descend upon the map, which is what this blue bar is telling us right now. So what's going to happen is if no one is dead, the sandstorm is going to start doing damage to everyone's health bar. And in this case, it's going to kill the Pyro long before it has a chance to kill me. What's interesting is this means in the Bazaar, you can have builds that are all about bursting your opponents down, and that's very viable. Or you can have builds like what we just did, which is get enough shield and health that we basically wait for the sandstorm and win by attrition. It's kind of interesting that that is an option in this game. Very, very cool. Now, we got a Cinder here. If we sold this, our leftmost burn item, of which I have none, would have more burn. At the moment, this is useless to me, so we're just going to put it into my inventory and hold on and see if we get use for it later. I'm going to go for a Strange Mushroom as my next option. I know this also gets me XP. This guarantees that I'm going to level up before we get to our player fight, so that's great. Let's go talk to Midsworth. He sells small and large items. This is a medium item. It takes up 2 slots. A small takes up 1. A large takes up 3. By the time we finish leveling up a bit more, we'll have a maximum of 10 slots. So you'll always have to plan around what items you can actually fit. All right, so there's the lighter anyway. So we could pick that up. I mean, that's okay. The crow's nest. If I have weapons, this is good. If I go with the barrel, I won't want very many weapons, and this is not useful to me. But this is really good if you only have 1 weapon. So maybe crow's nest could be an option for us. I don't know, maybe overthinking it. I'm going to take the lighter. I don't think I want the ambergris. I could take the crow's nest and hold on to it for later, but I don't know that this is going to do me much. I'm going to buy it. We're going to hold on to it. I could re-roll this guy's shot, but then I won't be able to afford anything. I'm going to take the ambergris, and it'll just do a tiny bit of healing. I think we are going to lose our first day, just to be completely honest. I think that we are in a very bad spot. These are atrocious starting items, but let's see what happens. All right, so we get a skill because we leveled up. We could get more shield value out of our barrel. I mean, that could be our only saving grace here. We could also re-roll and try for something better, but I think this is reasonable enough. The barrel could be good for us, to be honest. And a lot of shield could potentially hold us back. If this guy has a terrible start, too, maybe, just maybe, we can actually survive this. I'm not going to hold my breath, though. I think it's extremely unlikely that we are going to win against this. Now, one thing that's interesting in this game, I'm fighting another player right now. But I'm definitely losing this fight. This guy's going to have way too much. I'm not fighting him live right now, though. There is no live matchmaking in this game. Instead, what's going to happen is this game basically takes a snapshot of other people's progress at the same time as they're playing through this game, and then we kind of face off against that snapshot. It's like I'm playing a ghost of the player. So what's interesting here is basically I'm fighting somebody with the intelligence of a human, but with none of the downsides and the wait time of playing against, like, an actual other person. By the way, I may be crazy, but maybe we actually do win this. My barrel is scaling up really quickly right now. Holy crap, the sand... I won! Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about with the shields, and then just kind of winning by attrition. Didn't expect that, but the barrel is good. I mean, that's a proof of concept right there. All right, that is our first victory. If we had lost that fight, we would have lost something here called prestige. This is effectively going to be our health. You only lose prestige if you lose a fight against another player, not against a monster. That's very important. But basically, the amount of prestige you could lose is equal to whatever the day is. So on day 1, if we lost, we'd only lose 1 out of our 20 prestige. On day 10, we would lose 10 prestige. So the longer the game goes on, the more dangerous it is to lose. And that's one of the reasons winning early is actually very, very important. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to day 2. So what do we want to do here? We could get some medium items. I mean, I'm holding on to this crow's nest. Oh, I didn't even use the cinder. I should have done that. I wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Yeah, we could go for some medium items. That might be the way to go. The crow's nest is not going to be very useful. I could get some more XP, but let's just go ahead and see if there's anything good here. Okay, a cannon. That is a weapon. It's a pretty good weapon, actually. Plus, it stacks up some burn. Is it a good enough weapon to pick up, though? That's the hard part. I'm not sure on this one, to be honest. If I build this correctly, I could see this being a very, very good thing for us, but it only has 2 shots to it. So, like, I only get a little bit of value out of it. So without more things to enable reloading it somehow, the crow's nest is not useful with this particular weapon. I don't think this is a winner for me. I do not think so. I'm going to re-roll and try for something else. Okay. So we could get a cutlass. We could get a rifle. Now, this is normally pretty terrible. But if it's your only weapon, it reloads its ammo automatically so you can use it forever. So it kind of pairs up with the crow's nest a little bit. It just doesn't do much damage. Huh. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like this crow's nest thing was a mistake. Might be right on that, maybe wrong. Let's go ahead and take the rifle. We're going to see if there's any way to make it work. Be aware it is always possible you need to pivot in this game. Like, if you ever feel yourself getting so attached to a specific item that you're unwilling to consider getting rid of it for something better, you're going to lose. You're never going to progress very far. I'm going to go for the abandoned chest and just go ahead and pick up that XP. I would like to level up before we get to our next player. That would be good. Okay, so we do get to, once again, fight against monsters. Now they kind of devolved into bronze, silver, and gold tiers. So better rewards if you can take on the high-level things. But obviously more difficult. I'm going to go for the giant mosquito here. Because this guy has an item where you can reduce the cooldown of one of your items. And that could always be useful. That said, we could also get, you know, one of these skills. We get these items. This guy's whole shtick is he slows down your stuff. And whenever he slows, he does damage with his proboscis. That's kind of it. Proboscis itself is actually sometimes a winning weapon. You never know. By the way, there's another YouTuber called Retromation who I highly recommend watching. He does great Bazaar content. One thing that's funny about him, though, he cannot say proboscis to save his life. I don't know if it's a bit, and I've just missed out on the inside joke, but it's very funny. He always says, like, proboscis or something like that. I don't know. Very, very funny. Once again, the barrel is the MVP. That was so much shield, there was no danger for us. We got the proboscis. Okay. So, that's interesting.
Waiting to be filled.
We could do something with this instead of a rifle, but I can't run both. The rifle will not benefit and reload if I have the proboscis. I'm gonna hold on to this. You never know. If I get a bunch of non-weapon items that slow, and then I stack up lots of damage on the proboscis, that's a build right there. And then this becomes my defensive item. That is a potential build. I don't know about that. We will see. I could get a bit of gold and some loot that I could sell to maybe boost something. I'm just going to get a bronze tier item and see what we get. Okay, yeah, coral. Whenever we buy an aquatic item, this gains some extra heal. I mean, it's okay. I don't know, but great, but it's okay. I'm going to get a free shield item. Okay, a pearl. Whenever you use another aquatic item, charge this by 1 second. So now this does a lot of shield. And I think I'm okay with having this instead of on the barrel. The barrel self-scales. This thing doesn't. But now every time the coral and the ambergris go off, this charges, which means it basically gets some cooldown reduction. So it fires off a little faster. I don't know. Is this great? No, but could it work? Maybe. Let's go look and see if there's any non-weapon items. That would be great for me. Honing steel. Every 4 seconds boosts up the strength of the rifle. Maybe. But illusory. Okay. Let's get rid of the rifle for a second. I'm going to use proboscis. And I'm going to use this ray. This is another aquatic item. So it makes the pearl go off. It also boosts up the coral and the ambergris. And as a slow, it fires off the proboscis. Is this a lot of damage? No. But could this potentially set up for something really good? Yes. I'm also going to take the star chart. I can't use this right now. I don't need it. It's just going to reduce cooldown on some items. It could be good. But I'm not going to use it right now. I'm going to hold on to it because sometimes this opens up some additional event options for us. And I think that's going to have to be good enough. So now we're going to fight against a player again. Do we think that we're going to be able to beat this? I don't know. They won their first fight as well. I still think the vast majority of my board is terrible. The only hope that I have is that I've got so many non-weapon items, I trigger this barrel to just skyrocket to the moon. Now, here's a problem. This guy has poison items. Poison does not really care about shield. It goes right around it. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage to me regardless. The question is, can my heal do me any good? And I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we're going to die from the poison by the time that we get to the storm. Might be wrong on that, but I really don't think that this is going to work for me. Yeah, he's stacking up way too much poison. That is the one counter. You can have a lot of shield, but it means nothing if you're going to have a ton of poison instilled on you. Oh, well, fair enough. That is fair. It's only day 2, but that does mean we lost 2 of our prestige. Fair enough. Let's move on into day 3. So we have $8 to work with, 8 gold. I could buy gumballs, but I just don't have a lot of money to spare. Let's go to Barkin and see if we can find any items that would make a big difference right now. Musket, no. Powder keg, trebuchet. Trebuchet is good if you have lots of weapons. It's the literal opposite of what I'm doing. Let's re-roll. Okay, we could go for a pufferfish. It's not a weapon, so this would let us start in using poison, but I have no haste, so it doesn't do a lot.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
I don't know, man. I don't feel like a lot of this is quite working here. We could pivot hard, but I don't know that that's going to be the right call. For now, let's move on. Medkit, medium items. I can't afford anything unless I'm willing to get rid of some stuff. I'm going to go get some chocolate bars. I have no money. I'm going to sell the crow's nest and the rifle. I'm not going to use this. It's just not going to work. I don't think it's going to work. It's too much of an investment. Let's get 5 chocolate bars. What this does is when I sell it, I'm going to get some maximum health. This is weird. I'm not going to lie. We're floundering right now. We're floundering very badly trying to find our footing. And we're not really finding it here. Let's try for the Tempest Flame Dancer. I don't feel very strong right now. Maybe we could get a useful item here. We could get a Fiery Cutlass, which is a pretty good weapon. Something to boost up the amount of damage done by my proboscis. Just gold for money? I don't know. But with this much shield, like I feel like we're fine here. He's not going to be able to burn through that anytime fast. So we're very defensive. We're just hard countered by poison. That's my big issue. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's just going to be very slow. Let's wait for that sandstorm to creep on in here. We'll collect all of that extra cash. Please and thank you. I will happily get rid of some of these items if I can find something better. I am not attached to things that is amber green. I am not attached to this lighter. I am not attached to this coral. Okay? Fiery Cutlass. Well, we did get the weapon. It is a good weapon. To be fair, it is a good weapon. Is it a good enough weapon? I don't know about that. Let's get the pufferfish in here. By having a friend, which, by the way, every one of your items has some sort of a tag to it. So, for example, the Illusoray is a small aquatic friend and a ray, right? By having another friend here, now we get a multicast on Illusoray. So we get 2 slows, which fires off Proboscis twice. Is that good enough to do anything? I don't know. I don't know if that's good enough, but it is a thing. We could upgrade an item or we could go for another skill. I'm going to go for an upgrade. And I'm probably going to go ahead and upgrade... I can't upgrade barrel, I don't think. Has to be a bronze item. I might regret this, actually. Do we want to go for the pearl? I kind of actually feel tempted to put it on the Illusoray. Because then it'll slow down an item twice for 2 seconds instead of 1. The pufferfish could be good in the right hands. With a lot of haste, this could be really good. Go for the Illusoray. I do not feel like this is a good build. Okay? Just to be very clear. I know that I am struggling here. We're going to go to the mountain pass. And we are going to take a fight and pray that we fight a monster we can handle. We did not. Instead, we got a treasure. We got the rifle back. It's like a bad penny. It won't leave me alone. All right. Get rid of that. I'm not going to use it. Fiery Cutlass is good. It is good. It just comes down to, do I want to lose all the shield potential? Let's look for non-weapon items. Anything better. We can upgrade the coral. Sometimes you will find a copy of an item you already have. You can then pay to just upgrade it to the next tier. So now this is a silver version of coral. It's a little bit better than it was before. Let's re-roll, see if you got anything else. We can get the upgrade for the pearl. Okay, so we got that. I mean, at least we're getting upgrades. Clamora is worth it. I'm going to get rid of the ambergris and just sell it. Let's get Clamora. This is another slow item, which means it is something that is going to trigger the proboscis again. So I think that's worthwhile. Now we're going to go into another player fight. Sooner or later, this run is going to find a seam, okay? Like, as long as we stay alive long enough for that to happen, and we recognize it and we act upon it, it's going to be fine. I have had games where I've lost almost every single fight. Then suddenly, the right items come together, and I just start obliterating everything around me. Okay? It can happen. It's tough, but it can happen. This is another shield dually, basically. He does a decent amount of damage, but his burn doesn't scare me. And as long as I ramp up shield faster than he does, the sandstorm is going to make this a victory for me. Plus, I have a little bit of poison. He is shielding pretty quickly, to be fair. Like, he's got a decent amount of shield, but it's nothing compared to my barrel. The barrel is really, really good. All right. I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that we ended up fighting somebody that's basically us, but we're better. If it were another poison character, I think I might have cried. But the sandstorm made this very easy. Okay. All right. Pufferfish is a very good item, but only if you have a lot of haste. The difference, by the way, between haste and charge, haste means that its cooldown recharges faster. Charge just literally takes 2 seconds off of the cooldown. So when this charges, you know, instead of waiting 6 seconds, I only have to wait 4. It can be good. It really can. All right, what else we got? Honestly, what am I looking for? A haste item would be great. A really good shield item could be great. We could go down to the docks and work. That's one of the reasons we have the star chart in the first place. Let's go ahead and do that. Usually you only have 3 options. You gain some money and then like let's say a shield item or a tool. In my case, I can get 5 gold and an extra XP. That means I level up faster before we get to our next major fight, and I get extra gold to spend. A burn item, no thank you. Let's go to JJ and see if you've got any items. An upgrade for the pufferfish is okay. I mean, the game really wants to give me upgrades for some reason. Really, really wants to do that. I don't know why. Let's do a reroll and see what else we've got. Upgraded the cutlass? Oh my god. I mean, you could. I don't know, man. If I did that, what would I want to get rid of? Coral and lighter? Get the fiery cutlass so at least I have some damage that does burn. It wouldn't be a lot of burn is the problem, but it's something. I'm going to buy the cutlass just so we have the option to transition in the future, but it still only does 3 burn per hit. That's 6 burn every 4.5 seconds. That's not enough to keep stacking up the burn. Like, if you're going to do a burn build, you want to commit and have as much burn on the field as possible. And that's kind of not what we're doing. Bolus, on the other hand, is a slow item. So I'm going to sell the lighter. We're going to pick up the bolus. Now we have, I mean, it only has a couple of ammunition, but it is a slow. That triggers the proboscis. Plus, it just kind of ruins my opponent's board for at least a little bit, buying me more time to get the barrel with more shields, so hopefully we win. I don't know. I'm just trying here, okay? I'm trying stuff. I don't think we can beat the Flame Juggler. I don't think we can beat the Retiree. So we're going to go to the Outland Dervish. And this guy is mostly just normal weapons, so as long as we get lots of shield, we're going to be completely fine. I don't think this guy has anything I want except for the Bars of Gold or Keen Eye. Keen Eye is great. All of your items have 8% crit chance. That can apply for doubling up your shield or your damage or your poison or whatever. So it's very, very good and absolutely worth having. Funnily enough, I think we're going to kill this guy before the Sandstorm actually is able to do anything, because I've actually managed to stack up a halfway decent amount of poison, even though I have no haste. Okay. I mean, sure. Finally, a respectable fight. We didn't just sit back and let them die. All right, Clockwork Blades. When we sell this, reduce all of our items' cooldowns by 2%. That's not bad. That can actually be quite good. I'm going to use it. I was thinking about pulling some items out and maybe putting the Fiery Cutlass on the board and then using it, but I'd rather just do this. And then we're going to get a free Silver Tier skill.
We're a good team.
We don't have any large items, so the burn doesn't help me. 10 regen. When you poison, your weapons gain damage. Interesting. So Toxic would actually start empowering the proboscis. Huh. I don't think it's great, but it's something. It now means that I want to have lots of slow and lots of poison items. And as long as they're not weapons, I still get the benefit from the barrel, but now I would have some offensive capability. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting. Let's go to the Artisan Dunes over here. We can spend some money to boost up the amount of poison that our pufferfish does, so now it does 8. So the faster we stack up the poison, the better. I'm going to go to the Curio. This guy is basically a junkyard seller, but he's the kind of character that basically has lots of stuff where if you sell things, it gives you a benefit. So you usually just buy something and then sell it right back to him. For example, the improvised bludgeon would increase, at least by 1 second, the slow impact. So like if I put this on the Illusoray, that's worth quite a lot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's move you over here, and let's just go ahead and sell this. Now it slows 2 items for 3 seconds. That's pretty good. And then, what else? I only have 10 gold. Shadow Cloak is a very good item, but I don't think it does what I need. Icicle, most of this is actually not very useful to me. Let's go ahead and do a reroll and see if I can find anything better. So we can get some more healing. We can get more damage on my weapons. A little bit of a shield. When you sell this, your leftmost slow item gets another... We could do it again. So this becomes a really good Illusoray. Yeah. Now it does 4 seconds of slow. That's pretty good. Crit chance. I don't know. I don't think that's going to help me much. Regen. I guess I'm willing to get the med kit. And I'm willing to get the lifting gloves to boost up the proboscis a little bit. We get a tiny bit of extra heal. And then... I guess I'll just... get the regen. No, that's so stupid. Let's just say the 2 gold. This amount of shield is just useless to me. 3 shield does nothing when I have a barrel that's scaling up as fast as it is. All right, we're going up against another player here. This guy's had a fairly good game so far. I got a bad feeling we're about to get smacked on real hard. But let's see. Again, is it a burn? Okay, looks like it's a burn dually. If he's not... Okay, he can scale up a little bit. He's going to scale up his burn. If we can scale up our shielding faster than he can scale up his burn, I might be able to beat him just with poison and heat. That said, I'm going way too slow. His burn is ramping up fast. Oh, God, his burn's ramping up fast. I think we are going to be dead. Yep, we are dead. Okay. Nope, he was able to get to 94 burn. That's 94 burn every half a second. I mean, again, it does burn away. The way the burn works is every time it does damage, it goes down by 1, so it does 94, then 93, then 92. But again, if you're able to stack up your burn faster than it ticks down, you get absolutely wrecked. And that is exactly what happened there. So we're having a hard game here. Only 2 wins. We're kind of 2 for 4. Not a great position to be in. Again, though, we're just kind of holding out. This whole board is a little bit weird. Let's look for any other items that can make a difference. A seashell. Shield for every aquatic item I have. Yeah, but not really that helpful. A beach ball with haste, though. That could be helpful. I'd really be counting on it boosting up the pufferfish. I could get rid of the clamora. I don't have to have it. It's very, very, very slow, and my illusory is kind of doing its job. I'm going to get rid of the... I'm going to get rid of the pearl and the clamora, grab the beach ball. My hope here is that I can boost up the pufferfish so we start becoming a poison build. I really am starting to think that making this all work with the proboscis is maybe not gonna work very well, but I mean, like... if we can find a way, let's do it. Get a slow item? Let's just see. You never know. I have no money. Oh, real... Okay, yeah, Clamora's back. Won't leave me alone, huh? Alright, alright. Remember, we do have Star Chart and we do have Fiery Cutlass. Like, if I wanted to pivot, we could pivot. I just don't feel good about it. We're going to get a silver tier loot item plus some money. This is just a little bit of regen. I mean, that's okay. That's fine, I guess. Never really go wrong with a little regen. It's nice. It's just not huge. Do I want to go for Trash Town Mare? Yes. It's a harder fight. It's going to get me extra XP and stuff like that, but he's got some pretty useful skills and items. Like, for example, augmented weaponry. Every time we sell an item, we just start increasing the amount of damage that weapons could do. This would work amazingly with Proboscis. It'd work phenomenally with Proboscis, if we can pick that up. The odds of getting it are pretty low. There's also augmented defenses. Whenever we sell items, we can just do more shield. That could work pretty nicely for me. Like, there's some stuff to like. But even if we don't get an item that we love, we get XP and all that, and that's pretty good. We've stacked up 80 poison over the course of the fight. I mean, Pufferfish is trying to do some work. So, I don't know. There may still be something to this build. Sharpening Stone. All right, we'll apply that to the Proboscis, I suppose. I just feel like if we're gonna do the Proboscis, like, we should be committing to, like, almost nothing but slow items, and that's not what we're doing right now, and that scares me. Let's go back to the Artisan Dunes. Again, let's double the effect of getting some additional poison, so now the Pufferfish does 10. I don't know. It's damage. It's something. Let's look for haste and slow items. We can upgrade our Star Chart. That's fun. Fishing Net is a slow, but it's a very slow. We'll upgrade the Star Chart on the off chance in the future it's useful. Grappling Hook? It's a weapon that slows and doesn't have ammunition. Okay. Let's do that. So at least now we have a longer trigger for the Proboscis. I don't know why I just did a reroll. Ah! Upgraded the Illusoray. Hang on. Bye, Fiery Cutlass. I think at this point we've just committed that's not going to be a thing. Upgrade the Illusoray, so now it does even more slow. 5 seconds of slow twice. And if we can find another friend, this would be a 3 multicast. Like, the Illusoray can give somebody a really bad time. It absolutely can. I just don't know that it's enough to save me, if I'm completely honest with you. This person's having a bad game, too. Cool! Maybe you're worse than me. Don't get too excited, though. I have had plenty of fights where somebody should be losing, and it looks like they found just the perfect items, and then they absolutely obliterate you. Like, you never know. This guy's also a shield build. Also healing. So he's going to try to beat me by attrition. The question is, can my poison beat you? And can I generate shield faster than you can? That's what it's all going to come down to. I think the answer is yes, because he's not scaling, so he's not ramping up. and I am. So even though his sword's okay and he heals very rapidly, I'm going to have a stupid amount of shield by the time that the sandstorm arrives, and he is going to die. And eventually, I'd like to think that my poison can still beat him anyway. But whatever. Very slow fights. Very, very, very slow fights. Proboscis, by the way, is getting a decent amount of damage over time. Like, if I had more poison triggers, this could be good too. So if I found something like, let's say, a catfish, which every time it hastes gains increased poison, right? That could be an option for us. It would be a friend, and it would boost up the proboscis, right? Like, that's not too bad. 2,500 shield, by the way, out of that barrel. Like, it's doing some serious work. The barrel is the MVP here. So we've leveled up. We can upgrade a silver or lower tier item. Or I could get a silver tier skill. I'm going to go for the silver or lower tier items. I could upgrade the beach ball and haste 3 aquatic items. So I'm hasting very frequently. That's good with the pufferfish, right? Does it charge for every item that gets hasted, or just when this goes off? Like, does it matter? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Let's find out how the triggers work. If I can make it so the pufferfish goes off every time the beach ball goes off, that's pretty good. Like, forget the 6-second cooldown. This becomes a 4-second cooldown, right? Anyway, let's go to the docks. We're going to go ahead and use the star chart. More XP, more gold. Still pretty good. Gain another friend. I'd rather go and shop and see if we can find a friend that I can control. There it is! Catfish! Alright, pick that up. Forget the grappling hook. Get the catfish, put it next to the illusoray. Now it's got 3 triggers, so it fires off proboscis faster, so that's why I was happy to get rid of the grappling hook. Plus, the extra poison just makes proboscis better. Yeah? Is this okay? Is this a board? It's a board. I don't know if it's a good board, but it is a thing. I'm going to reroll and just see if you have any other small items that are better than the coral. Not really. I'm going to pick up the fishing rod. Every day, I'm going to get a free aquatic item. This is just for a little bit of econ. Maybe I find something really rare and useful. Maybe I don't, but it's going to give me every day something I can sell for a little extra cash. Plus, every time I buy an aquatic item, coral gets better, so I figure, it's all right. I'm going to go and fight the Enclave Weeper. I don't know if I can beat this. He is a tough enemy, but he's got a lot of poison items. So if I can stack up poison faster than he does, maybe we're okay. This is a real test to find out how effective this slow really is. Like, we're slowing a lot of his stuff down, for sure. And by the way, yeah, it looks like when the beach ball goes off, it's an instant trigger on the pufferfish. So we are able to stack up some serious poison here. And as long as we keep hasting the catfish, it's getting better too, and the odds of hasting with beach ball are very, very good. Plus, proboscis is doing some damage. It's a build, okay? I don't know if it's a good build, but it's got defense and it's got offense. It's a build. I don't think I'm going to use bandages, though. Bandages just don't seem quite good enough, so we're going to get rid of that. This guy sells burn items, right? Mm-hmm. What's funny about this guy is there's only so many burn items in the game that are dedicated to burn, so sometimes he sells items that normally wouldn't have burn, but they have an enchantment on them. And very rarely you can find, like, let's say a flaming beach ball, and you just upgrade it, and it's amazing. Let's just check him. Let's see what he's got. Case in point, flaming jellyfish. Hold on. When you use an adjacent aquatic item, this gains haste. Does that help trigger my pufferfish? I think it does. Is this better than having the coral? These are both aquatic items, so like they'll go off a lot. We can now try to apply burn and poison. The problem is the fiery jellyfish is still slow. So even though it's hasting a lot, it's still gonna be very slow, and it's not enough burn to make a huge difference. But it's funny. So I'm gonna try it. Weapon skills seem useless. Let's get some gold tier skills since we leveled up. Sick burn. Hold on. The first 5 times you poison, charge a burn item. That would charge my fiery jellyfish. What else we got? The first 5 times you use a tool, slow an item. I don't have any tools, I don't think. If you have 1 weapon, it has lifesteal. There's something funny there. We can make it so the proboscis is also a lifesteal weapon. I'm gonna go for sick burn. I don't know. I don't know if it's good. It's probably not, but I'm gonna try it. Pearl's Dig Site. Let's go and see if we can fish for an item that makes sense. You can keep rolling with this character forever as long as you have money. Piggy bank. Every hour, spend money to gain value. Ugh. Dually Scarf. I'll reroll one more time. Burn items? Thrimble. Gain regen and burn. No. Last roll, but it's going to be the last of my money. Okay. I mean, a feather to reduce everyone's cooldown by 2%. It's not a lot. But it's something. It's got use. I don't know. This is either going to be amazing or horrendous. And I don't know which. I really don't. Hi, Moby Thick. Okay, that's a good name. That's a pretty good name. So this looks like a healing build, with potentially some poison. Yeah, lots of heals. Lots of heals. He's meant to counter poison. He's also got some burn, but I think my shield can counteract that. So the question is, how rapidly can I build up poison? And is it enough to undo all of your healing? And the answer appears to be no. Why? Because textiles heals equal to your shield. So the fact that I can't burn down his shield means that he is going to be healing very, very quickly. So unless I stack up a ridiculous amount of poison, so I practically kill him in a few seconds, he's going to win by virtue of being able to survive the dust storm. Most likely. That said, I think it's all going to come down to timing. It is really close. My barrel is still adding a lot of heat. Actually, I think we got this. Ooh, okay, we do. Hey! All right, I don't know if that's a good proof of concept, but I mean, it did something. It's a build! Okay? We're doing something here. I don't know if I like it, but we're doing something. Pufferfish is actually doing some great work, and the barrel is amazing. Holy crud, what a weird non-weapon build I've got going on here. Okay. Okay, day 7. We've got 4 victories. This is a bronze victory. We could try to boost up things like how much burn or poison my jellyfish does. But I think what would be better is to continue boosting up my pufferfish, because it goes off frequently enough that it's worth doing more poison. Let's move you to the left to make sure we do this correctly. Now it's 12. It's a pretty good pufferfish, guys. It's pretty good. Ah, hello. B1, B2. They sell item upgrades, specifically. Unupgrade to the pufferfish. I don't care about the fishing rod. Go away. Sell the pearl. Buy the upgraded puffer. I need to sell something else. Hold on. Sell the stupid fishing rod. I'm not going to use it. I should never have bought it. I should never have bought it. I just did. All right, that's 2 more poison on the pufferfish. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. It's doing a thing. I don't think we can beat... Well, maybe we can beat Chili Chars, but I'm going to fight Thug. Thug is pretty good. Has some items that can boost up your slow a bit more, like we already have been. Not to mention Strength can get your weapons to be better. Bonk just increases enemy cooldowns by 1 second. It just screws with enemies. So there's something to be said about this. Can we beat him, though? Wait a minute. I guess I kind of was assuming we could, but my cooldowns being slower is messing with me. No, we're fine. We have plenty of poison. We got plenty of poison. We're good to go. Okay. There we go. We win that one. So what are you going to get me? Give me the skill. Give me Bonk. Ah, so close. I got really excited when I saw it was a skill. All right. It's just more damage on the proboscis. More damage on the proboscis. Silver tier aquatic item. Unless it's an upgrade for the catfish or the jellyfish, I wouldn't care. Let's just get the loot item. Regen, I was hoping for like extra poison or something. Honestly, anything would have been better than regen, but that's what you get, so okay. We'll take it. Medium items. I'm going to go and aid the convoy, because this could lead to an extra fight, which could mean a lot of... It could lead to a lot of extra XP. This is a scary guy. He's got a lot of burn. I don't ramp up my shield fast enough to feel like I'm going to be okay here. Not to mention, his plasma rifle does huge amounts of damage. Every time he burns, he does more damage. So unless you've got huge shield, this guy's going to hurt. Oh, boy. I've got shield. The poison wins. Okay. That works. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of XP. I'll take it. I need to get to level 10 as fast as I can. That's not going to be useful to me. Why? Because at level 10, I get an enchantment. And depending on what I get, that can be game-changing. Slow item. Nah, we got a lot of money. I can just fish. Let's dig. What do we got here? Hot springs? No. Magic carpet? No. Money tree? It's fun to get some extra money, I suppose. But I'm going to roll. It's not immediately useful. Lifesteal? Switchblade? No. Roll again. Trained spider. When you sell this, your leftmost poison gets an extra poison. No, I can do better, right? I can do better, right? Well, that was actually a really good pearl. Hello, Turbo Captain's Wheel. Haste adjacent items. Double haste duration. It's only 2 seconds. It's really not that much better than the beach ball. Yeah, it's actually not better than the beach ball. We can do better. Gosh dang it, I'm just... When you buy this, get an income. Do I go for the 4%? Fine. It's boring! I wanted to find something cooler than that, but I'm starting to run out of money, and it's getting expensive. So we'll just take the 4% cooldown reduction on everybody and pray that that actually does something good. I mean, the Illusoray is getting a little faster. We weren't able to level up before we got to this fight, which is unfortunate, because this is about the point when people start pulling out the really crazy builds. And you really want to win as early as you can. If you survive until, like, day... Oh, he's all poison. If you survive until, like, I don't know, day 14 or something like that, like, you're hosed. That's when people start bringing out really crazy stuff. So the only question here is, can I possibly out-poison you? And the answer so far is yes, which shocks me. I don't know if it's going to last because he does scale his poison. He does 53 damage, poison every 62 now with the Monitor Lizard. That is a lot of poison, but it was too little too late. I poisoned you faster. I'm shocked, actually. I'm actually shocked that that worked. There was a build over the Christmas break where Monitor Lizard went off every time you hasted. It was insane. And they took weeks to fix that in the patch. Really, really hurt my feelings, actually. But, they did fix it. They've done a couple of balance patches. The game's in a much better state than it used to be. I think that's one of the big dangers of something like the Bazaar, though, is it's very easy, I think. Ooh, catfish upgrade. I think it's very easy for people to constantly be hunting for new metas in the game. And the result is, if a meta really breaks the game, then everyone's doing it, and the game starts becoming a lot less fun. That's the big risk, I think, that can happen here. All right, we got our enchantment. The question is, what do we want? Enchant an item with shield, burn, or poison? More poison. Well, okay. I don't know which item I would want to poison, but there is a website called howbazaar.gg, which shows every item in the game and all of their enchantments. I'm going to use that real quick just to see where I might want to apply some of these enchantments. I mean, it has to be on pufferfish, I think. Yeah, it's going to double this thing's poison. If this thing's doing 28 poison, that's a lot. That is a lot of poison. Oh my god. Okay. So we're going really hard on the poison build here. At some point, Illusoray and Proboscis is very much optional, and I could consider getting rid of them in favor of something else that enables haste more or has better defense. Another dig site? Good God. They just really keep trying to give me the dig. Fine.
Imagine the wonders.
Go on the... Oh, wow. What? A toxic star chart at the start of every fight. Poison. That's hilarious. Toxic coral? Huh. I mean... Okay. Hang on. If I did a toxic star chart, the pufferfish would go off a lot faster. I could pivot here. Oh, frick me. We're doing it. All right, this just is funny. This is just funny. I don't know how a star chart is toxic, but here we are. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Pull these out. I know that hurts. Move you here. And we're going to be putting the star chart between these so that the beach ball goes off very quickly, and the cooldown for the pufferfish is very greatly reduced. And I mean, I guess actually I could potentially put this on a cooldown reduction on the barrel instead for survivability. But let's give this a shot, because my thought is the beach ball is going to go off so quickly that the pufferfish is going to go off all the time. Like, all the time. I'm going to try it. I don't know. Maybe this is stupid. Let's try it against Joyful Jack, because Joyful Jack does have poison items and upgrades, which could be huge. So I'm going to try it. I don't care about the 12 poison here. I just care about the fact that this actually could be hilarious. A little bit of extra starting poison is great. But now, yeah, the pufferfish is going off very rapidly. It's hasting a lot. I've got so much poison already. That's 400 poison. Wow! Is this busted? I don't know. Oh, come on. Suck. All right, fine. Gave me a garbage item. It's like one of the worst things you could have given me. I hate you. All right. I don't know. Maybe this is stupid, but I feel like it kind of worked. Trade health for power. Yeah, I like cult stuff. Cult stuff sounds great. Ritual dagger, my leftmost weapon. I have none. I guess gain 25 regen at the cost. I mean, every 10 seconds this pays for itself, right? Fine. I'll get 25 regen. I don't know if that's stupid. I'm just going to do it. Let's go to the curio and see if there are any items I could use, like this, for example, to boost up my poison. Thank you very much. We'll just go ahead and keep boosting up that pufferfish, which is worth 30 poison now. Oh, my God. Yes, rocket boots would boost up my haste, so my beach ball lasts longer. Let's make sure it's on the left just to make sure that doesn't get screwed with. All right, so now this haste for 3 seconds. We're not quite in perma-haste territory, but it's going fast. I could get health, I suppose. I don't have any slow items anymore. That doesn't matter. When you sell this, your shield items get shield. It's not going to do a lot. Let's just reroll. What else we got here? What else we got here? Your items gain crit chance. Sure. Cooldown reduction. Sure. More slow. I mean, we could have had the most ridiculous illusory ever. We could have had an illusory that slowed things for like 7 seconds each, 3 times. Like, that was really good. That gave me a lot of survivability, all right? It really did. Oh, hello. This person plays a lot. He's got the legendary outliner. Well, I'm probably dead. But let's see how well you handle my stupid toxic pufferfish. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. He's got a very high crit chance lifesteal weapon. He could use this to counteract my poison. Ow! Very effectively. He's gonna kill me here. I'm dead. I did not have a chance. No, I'm not. Well, I'm probably dead. I did not have... Holy crap, I won! You're kidding me. The regen literally saved me there. I didn't think that was going to work. I did not. I was going to say we did not have enough time for my barrel to get enough shield to counteract his weapon. It didn't even matter. That's how toxic I am. Wow. Wow. All right. Weapon skills, crit skills. Useless. Let's go to Old Zane and see if I can find anything amazing. Like Flurry of Blows. I don't have any weapons. If your enemy has more health than you, my weapons have cooldown reduced. That doesn't do anything! Shield has more shield for every aquatic item I have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I care about 12 shield? No, it's not good enough. I need speed. I need haste. That's what matters. The first time you use an ammo weapon, this is all useless. All right, the best I can do is get an exorable. My items have a crit chance, and every time I fight, it gets better. So the longer I play the game, the more crit I get. That was atrocious. Of all the bonuses we could have gotten, that was just atrocious. Oh my God, another burn item. Wouldn't that be funny? Let's just check. I doubt it, but let's just check. No? Okay. I didn't think that was going to be anything, but like, if I had gotten like a fiery catfish or a fiery beach ball, that would have been funny. Huh. Lighthouse, I mean, this is the funny thing. This is great with a proboscis build. My illusory would basically guarantee this fires off. Every time the illusory goes off, this just goes off and it's burn 16. If you've got a lot of burn and a lot of slow, this is a game-winning item. But I don't. So, too late. If I had more slow items, I actually could have considered a pivot. I really could have, but I'm not going to do that. Way too late for that. Temporary boosts, we could, but what would it get? Just more shield and or more max health? Let's check for an upgrade for the barrel.
I'm pretty late.
No. Try again. No. Okay.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah, we're not finding anything useful right now. I'm kind of floundering a little bit. Death Knight Reaper, can we beat it? Oh God, I don't know about that one. Let's do it anyway for fun. If I can beat this, I feel like we're in a really good spot, right? He does a stupid amount of damage, right? His scythe is like 1/3 of my health guaranteed every time, which is why you really want to stack up that shield. And that's what I'm trying to do. Stack up that shield. He's freezing me, which is a problem, but I got so much poison on the board, he's dead in the next 5 seconds. I cannot believe this works. I cannot believe how effectively this is working. Wow. All right. What are you going to drop? A really good skill? Swear to God, a weapon with lifesteal freeze an item. No, we got the Runic Great Axe. My weapons with lifesteal get damage. Cool, I can't use this. Anyone want my really fancy giant axe? It's worth 24 gold. Loot item, I guess. Just pitiful, pitiful. I'll take this and just put it on the coral. but, like, in case I end up needing a pivot to health for some reason. It's not like the jellyfish does a lot. If I'm honest with you, I don't feel like the jellyfish is very good. By the way, why is this here? It should be here because the catfish is aquatic and the barrel is not. I'm an idiot. This could have gotten more haste. Okay. Well, you live and you learn. Sure, small and medium items, loves to buy large items. Guess what? I got the bestest ever large item you ever did see.
Full of the gods.
Yeah, she likes that one. Spyglass, an enemy item has a long cooldown. It's fun. No. I'm not finding upgrades. I need upgrades. Get a burn item. No. Small and large. Let's just go to Bazaar Con. Gain XP. Get a diamond tier item. Just gain the XP. A diamond tier item is nice, but you never know what you're going to get. All right. Going into another fight where I feel like I have not ramped up in power at all this time around.
I may be young for
So I'm basically praying that this person is also floundering, because I'm not ramping up right now. I'm either peaking, like this is as good as it's ever going to get, and I'm going to win from here. Holy crap, we got a burst build. Do you have a lot of crit chance? Ah! Ow! 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 Yep. Yeah, this guy is just nothing but kill the person as fast as possible. My poison literally could not get in there fast enough. That fair enough. That is like the thing that kills me. More than anything else, it's going to be extreme burst. Because I need my barrel to fire off faster. Get a poison item. Sure, wow me. Okay, I'm wowed. The weather glass is a great item. If you have an item with burn, with poison, with slow, and freeze, it has multicast. Huh. Huh. I don't think I can do anything with it. But in the right hands, if you build around this and you get all of those and this becomes like multicast times 5, it's ridiculously good. I've got burn and poison. I could get slow. That's the thing. But if I did this, what would I do? I'd replace the toxic star chart with this and this. Get rid of the barrel, do this. That just doesn't feel good enough. I believe that it has a stupid amount of damage. I guess the main thought here is, are we at a point where the barrel no longer can save me? It can't keep up. But reducing the cooldown of the beach ball and the pufferfish is kind of like the thing I'm doing. So I still feel like I want to do this. Would it make sense to do multicast weather glass? I don't think so. I do think that the shield is the thing that's keeping me alive right now. I do think that. All right. Let's upgrade an item or go for a skill. I'm going to go for an upgrade. And do I want to upgrade the barrel? I think the answer to that is yes. We could go for more cooldown reduction, but like, I think this is what's really killing me here. So now this is going to gain 15 shield every time one of these items go up. So it's basically 50% ramping up faster. 3 diamond tier chocolate bars. The odds of us finding diamond upgrades are pretty decent. I'm going to try. No? Come on, give me something. Gosh, dang it! All right, fine. Get the wanted poster. What does the wanted poster do? Whenever we defeat another player, we gain extra XP. So maybe I can level up a little bit. I was really hoping to get a diamond tier of some stuff. All right, what else we got here? Trash Titan, no. We're going to go for the hulking experiment, which can drop, I think, some poison items and some potions and stuff. I don't know. Maybe some of these would be good. Actually, no. This would be terrible because these are all ammo items, and I don't need ammo items. This is a waste of a fight. I should have done something tougher. Should have done something tougher. 500 poison is ludicrous. It really is insane. All right, we got the rainbow. Oh my god. This is, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This is all of the triggers for the weather glass. It's all of them in one potion. Okay, hang on. Hang on. I don't know that I need fiery jellyfish anymore. do I get rid of barrel? 5 multicast every 6 seconds. This would be insane. I don't like losing my barrel. I don't like it. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. What if I didn't do the star chart? Okay. What if I didn't do the star chart? Would this be okay? 3.7 seconds is still pretty good. It's 0.7 seconds difference, but I keep my survivability, and now I really ramp up burn and poison to ludicrous levels. Ludicrous speed achieved. Frick me. All right, get a cinder. That's going to boost up the burn of my weather glass, so now it's going to do 50 burn every 6 seconds. Remember how I said you need to be willing to pivot? Yeah, this is what I mean. An extra XP would guarantee that I level up before we get to the next fight, right? No, it would not. Dang, we're 1 off. All right, this person's on death row. Maybe we got a good chance here. Let's see if this works. Oh, gosh. I'm scared of this one, but I actually think this would be insane. The fact that we got the rainbow potion was ridiculous. 5 multicast. 50 freaking burn. Okay, this guy's a scumbag. They're going for the meta. Turbo turtle shell plus a bunch of pearls. Stack up lots of shield. That's what they're going for. But I'm stacking up plenty of burn and plenty of poison, and your pufferfish is nowhere near as big as my pufferfish. So, enjoy that. It's not working as well as I thought. Look how good that shield is. But I'm gonna win because my poison doesn't care about your shield. This is what I'm talking about, though, with scumbag build. This is the sort of thing you start seeing around day 10, and it makes me angry. Look at that, too. Holy crap, it was burning seaweed that did like 1,200 healing. Yikes. All right, this went off 20 times. Still not as good as the toxic pufferfish, but pretty good. 102. See, like, this looks weak. It looks like a weak item. But it enabled this. Is that worth it? I think so. I think that was absolutely worth it. Free skills, weapon skills, no. Let's go to diamond tier skills and see if we can get anything good. Oh my god. You have regen equal to half the poison on your enemy. If I have 500 poison, that means 250 regen. I can't die. Yep. Yep. Venomous vitality it is. Give me that. That is amazing. Okay. That enables so much in this. My survivability just went through the roof. Start the next fight with 1400 shield. If this was the player, I would do it. Since it's not, let's go for a temporary boost. And just increase my max health by another 500 for fun. Just for the day. Non-weapon item? Chocolate bars? Sure, I like chocolate bars. I like chocolate. Give me chocolate. Sell a proboscis, sell the illusory, I'm committing. Get rid of the coral, we're not doing that. One of poster's been nice and all. I'm going to hold on to this just in case, but like, nah. Let's go get some chocolate bars. I'm going to spend 10 gold to get gold tier. And then we're just going to sell it to increase our max HP. We're at the stage of the game where you either start ramping up your stats like you feel committed to your board, or you just start boosting up your max HP and hope you can survive. I'm going to go fight the Void Golem, just because it's worth a lot of money and XP and I want to level up. Okay? That's my only reasoning. Oh, wait. The game seems to be crashed. Yep, this happens sometimes. The Bazaar sometimes does have hiccups and kind of desync a little bit, which is what it's trying to do right now. That is kind of one of my #1 complaints with the game. You do get dropped and have to reconnect a lot. For a game where there's no actual live, like, matchmaking, I don't know why that's a problem. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try to restart that. Had to reload. What the heck happens? What happened to my... What happened to my fight? Something reset and I've lost... Ah, no! Where did it all go? Alright, I don't know why we're over here now. I think it's somehow either we lost the fight or something. I guess we'll upgrade the catfish. That's completely fine. Did we lose the fight? Because I didn't get a reward. Either that or it just didn't select a reward for me. That bites. Alright, I'm not sure what happened there. I feel like I just got robbed. Let's move on. It's fine. A monster fight. Here's a redo opportunity against another hulking experiment. Okay. No, it's fine. Give me an upgrade for that rainbow potion, please. That'd be amazing. Or... I guess I don't really... Yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care. It's the only item you've got that I think would be useful to me. But yeah, my regen is ridiculous. That is such an unbelievably good skill. Unbelievable that we got Venomous Vitality. I'm so happy about that. So unbelievably happy about that. All right, it actually might win me the game, to be honest. Bottle Lightning. Good if you're going for a burn build and you have ways of regenning ammo. For me, not so much. Sure, more loot I'm just looking for. Okay, sure. I mean, a Cinder is fine. We can apply that onto the Weather Glass and make it a little bit better again, which I will do. And we're going to go up against another player. Now, go easy on me. I didn't get to fight my monster. This guy's on death's row as well. Now, when you do get 0 prestige, you're not immediately removed from the game. You get one last chance. And you usually will go for a free enchantment on one of your weapons. In this case, this person went for Toxic Katana or something. They got poison too, which is hilarious, and they got a better barrel than I do. This is surprisingly similar to my build. But I have the better pufferfish, plus the regen, plus I have a ridiculous weather glass, so you're getting hit on multiple angles, and I don't think you're going to be able to bait me, boy. I don't think you are. You're not bad. Don't get me wrong. That is a pretty hefty... Oh! No! I got crit! Really? Oh. All right, you know what I was saying about 0 prestige? Well, we're there now, which means we get to do a random enchantment. Let's see if this is going to save my game. A burn! I mean... yeah. And if that's the case, we're going to put it on the weather glass, because I think this, like, doubles its burn. Yep. So now this thing does over 100 burn every 6 seconds. I mean, it's good. It's a good counter to Oh. And, hold on, we also get to enchant an item with healing effects. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm going to put it on the barrel. Why? Because the amount of healing you get is equal to your shield. And this is scaling up. So in theory, over time, I have unbelievable heals, unbelievable shields, and tons of poison. This is a winning build. It is. I swear to God, it really is a winning build. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do we go for more burn or more poison here, do we think? We gonna go for more poison, and we're gonna put it on the weather glass. I guess the one thing that actually can kill me is freeze. So fighting Frost Street Champion, for example, would be a great way to lose. So I'm going to fight the Trash Titan instead. Freeze could prevent me from doing anything. If it knocks out key weapons, or if it could destroy things like my pufferfish, then I have no recourse and we're done. But as is, I think we're doing good. There's that shield, there's that healing. Look at that scaling item over on the left. Yep. I've got everything I could want here, except for freeze protection. That is it. A Junkyard Lance, worth a lot of money. I'm rolling in cash. I would happily spend the cash. If you got any cash, I'll do it. Do we want to upgrade the barrel? Yes. Knowing how this now is my survivability, let's make it a diamond barrel. So now it gains 20 shield and healing every time one of these items goes off, which is very frequently. Aquatic items. We could go for an aquatic item and try to go for an upgrade. Yeah.
Those ribbons in your hair look
what you got?
seaweed.
Nope. None of those. What you got? Nope. None of those. Again, that lighthouse. Well, that was a whiff. Thanks. All right. More regen. Technically unnecessary. Let's just go for the chocolate bars. At this point, I think that max HP is a perfectly reasonable approach. We've already got a silver victory here. I'd like to go for more. I know this video is going a lot longer than I certainly expected it to, but I mean, like, let's see what we got. This person is one victory ahead of me. They have not yet hit their enchantment, which means I might have a slight advantage here. Maybe I've got 3 or 4 enchants and you've only got the 1. Okay, he's got a life, basically a healing cutlass. It's like a lifesteal. Oh my god, stop. What you are doing right now, the amount of damage you just did, stop it. Holy crud. Give me that regen. Give me that shield. Why are you critting so hard? No! Don't! No! Oh, God. All right, there it goes. Nope, that's, you know what? There you look, let's look at that board real quick. Fair enough. Fair enough. I still got bursted. I thought I was doing great, but I got bursted. To be fair, he had to do 13,000 damage to take me down, but I got bursted. Wow. So it has lifesteal from the crow's nest, guaranteed crit, which means that it is doing like almost 400 damage and 400 heal every time it goes off in 3.4 seconds. And has a really fast cooldown. Like, yeah, to be fair, this is a winning build right there. You really didn't even need to have the lifesteal. That's the hilarious thing with the restorative cutlass, but he did. So maybe he was actually healing like 800 health every time he hit. Wow. All right, well, I got wrecked. Fair enough. That happens. This is what I'm saying. When you get to like day 12 and up, you start running into some ridiculous boards that are so hard to beat. But I think we put in a very, very good attempt here. This one ended up being pretty ludicrous. I'm surprised it didn't have a little bit more legs. I really am. I think we could have gone further, but oh well, silver victory. It was a fun one for sure. And that is a good look at the Bazaar. Now, a couple last little things I want to say before we end this video. First off, you've got a pretty good handle now on Vanessa, at least one particular build of Vanessa. You didn't see Weapon Vanessa, that's normal. But you got a good idea for this character. Now imagine Pig and Dooley having the same number of completely different items. There's very little overlap. They actually have totally unique items, just as many to go around. So you've only seen 1/3 of the potential of the game, and you have barely seen any of the potential synergies. Now, this game is absolutely huge. There's so much replayability. Every one of the characters actually plays very differently from each other. It's great. The only thing that I think is going to be a little bit weird here is that this game is not on Steam, all right? I will include a link in the description down below if you'd like to learn more, but they intend to be a completely independent game and host their own thing. I assume because they do not want to share any microtransactions with Steam if people are going to be buying, let's say, skins and stuff like that. Which I understand, but I also wonder how good the player base is going to be if it could have been on Steam. We're going to find out, but it's got over 100,000 players right now, I believe, so it's doing fine. Might be a great business strategy. The game will be going free to play eventually, whenever open beta opens up. We don't know when that's going to be, so you could buy your way in as a founder, which is what I did. That is up to you. Or if you want to put this on your radar, seriously check back. I think this game is an absolute winner and could be potentially one of the best auto builders ever made. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.